Hi, so I am getting ready to do my second project on Squishy Circuits, and I made the dough from the Squishy Circuits website. This is the conducive dough, and the only difference is that I couldn't get cream of tartar because nobody understood what I was talking about. The translator was not helping, so I used lemon instead of the cream of tartar. And then for this one, I didn't have deionized water, and so I just used bottled water. The same in both. And I was supposed to add only a little bit of water at a time, but I added a little bit too much at the beginning, and so there's I feel like a lot of extra flour in this. But also it was really sticky for a really long time, so I had to put the flour in. So I still have the car from my first video, and I will be taking this apart. So this still works, these lights. So I'm going to take these apart and try and make a circuit with them. So I'm not sure how it'll work. I mean, I know how a circuit works, so hopefully this will all work together. So we'll see. So I cut the light off of one of them, just below the kind of gray post piece on there. And then I put the two pieces of dough together, making sure that they're not touching, and put the lid in between. I don't know if this is going to work, so it's attached to the battery that was working before I did this, and it was working after I cut that one, so let's see if it works. Okay, so no, it is not working. All right, we'll try something different. So I tried condensing the two conductors just because I feel like maybe it needed, I don't know, maybe that would help. And then I put the wires in further, and I put the insulator in, hoping that that might help. So let's try it again. I'm sure it flashed. Oh, it did flash. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. For this section, I decided to strip the wires so that there was more exposed, thinking that that might make a difference with the brightness, but it did not. Both circuits worked really well, and both were very bright. In this section of the video, I decided to try out the snails. The first time it didn't work because all the conductive dough was touching each other, but the second time I was able to separate it and it was able to work really well. So the sound wasn't working on the last two videos and this one either, and so I'm just kind of explaining that I had cut some of the wires from the circuit boards and in order to see if I could use those and harvest those from the car, but they didn't work. I tried it with a coin battery, but I think it was not strong enough to conduct the electricity and actually turn on those lights because it's being powered by 4 batteries from the car, and that coin battery is really small, so I don't know if that would work that way. Yeah, so I tried a couple of different versions after I cut the wires off of the original circuit board, and none of them worked after. But I mean, I know that's because the battery isn't strong enough. So yeah.